Welcome to this broadcast of TCC men's basketball live on TCCEagles.com. We have Panhandle Conference action 2 games away from deciding who will be the Panhandle Conference winners. TCC versus Northwest Florida State. Eagles are coming off a loss against Chipola in Marianna, and they're looking to bounce back here in Tallahassee. Brett, we're going to have a good one coming up.
Yeah, last time these two teams played, 92-82 victory for the Eagles. It was a shootout. Usually TCC does not have to score more than 82 points to win the game, but they did against the Raiders. Had to score 48 in the second half. It's going to be a shootout again tonight. I think we could see a very similar scoreline, especially with the Eagles bouncing off of the loss they had against Chipola on Tuesday.
Well, let's pause here and listen to the starting lineups for both teams. So your starting lineup for TCC will be D'Angelo Ware, number 1, L. Ellis, number 3, Tyler Poindexter, number 5, Jeremiah Kendall, number 13, and Sean Walker, number 22. So we're just about ready to tip here, Brent. Jeremiah Kendall, and it looks like Falu Diagne. And Northwest Florida State will win the tip. With the ball is Micah Thomas. Thomas passes it over to Gaffney. Gaffney's quick jumper is good. Quick start for Northwest Florida State.
There it is, Luke. We talked about this potentially being a high-scoring affair and a quick bucket for the Raiders. TCC is going to need to answer all night.
Yeah, they're trying to bounce back after a 68-44 loss in Marianna. Aggressive move by Kendall as his hook shot won't go. He goes right back up after getting the board, and he'll shoot 2 free throws upcoming.
Luke, I mean, we've said it all season. There's a lot of other teams in this league with a lot of height. That creates a lot of mismatches down low, especially the guy who's playing the 5 for you is 6'6", and Jeremiah Kendall. If he can get to the free throw like this and generate these opportunities, it's going to be really huge for this Eagle offense.
Kendall with 2 free throws here, trying to tie up the game and get the Eagles on the board. His first free throw goes around the rim and falls off. So he will have to reset here. Hits the second. Kendall shooting 77% from the charity stripe. And here we go. Northwest Florida State brings it across. Thomas. Pass over to Gaffney. He'll try a 3. Oh, friendly roll there for Gaffney. He's hit both his shots. Has 5 early.
Gaffney, the bounce back out of Ohio State. Very talented, very long player. Could obviously get himself in some really good shooting positions in the corner like that.
Pass over to Ellis. Ellis drives, loses the handle, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. Interesting thing about Gaffney, Brett, is he actually declared for the draft after the season at Ohio State. Didn't have very much going on. Not sure how he was eligible, because once you declare, you cannot come back in JUCO rules. But he is playing for Northwest Florida State right now. Pass over to Castone.
Yeah, you wonder if there's now a date where if you don't sign with an agent, you can come back in and get college eligibility back, but goes up a tall. That was number 24, Diagni. Great defense by the Eagles.
Pass up the court quickly. And a good pump fake there by Ware. Ware will drop it off to Ellis. Ellis over to Walker inside. Kendall. Oh, what a spin there. And that was close. I think that he might have just got it as it was going up. Still in the air. Could have been goaltending. And right in between the legs of Poindexter, a steal by Ware. Ware got nowhere to go. Puts it up, and another block. Almost the same spot. This time, it did look like that was coming down a little bit.
Yeah, that other one might have been right at the peak. Obviously, D'Angelo Ware's shot there. Clear goaltending. But another really, really athletic play there from Jordan Smith.
Thomas brings it across. 5-3 your score, 17:35 left. Castone goes up, and it'll come out of bounds. You know, an interesting story about Marseille Castone. Coach Settembre was, I heard him telling a story about how he went to go and try to recruit him and was watching the game and just happened to see the guy on the other side of the court, L. Ellis, and that is the story, how L caught the eyes of TCC and ultimately ended up in Tallahassee. 3 by Ware, yes! The Eagles will take their first lead of the game. 6-5 your score. Quick trigger 3 by Northwest. Shot no good for Jordan Smith. Ellis straight on 3. Oh yeah! 9-5. Slow start there, Brett, but boom, just like that if you're hitting outside shots.
Well, you look at L's performance. Oh, huge dunk attempt, D'Angelo Ware. Went up for the huge block. We know he's got it in him, but he is going to get called for the foul.
Looked like a foul to me.
Yeah.
I don't think that I think that it would have called on Poindexter if it was a foul. Yeah,
okay.
not on Ware coming over the top. But as you were saying, Brett, with the shots falling.
Well, yeah, you go back to Tuesday's performance against Chipola. Wasn't one of L's best scoring nights. For him to have the confidence to step up, take that 3 in that situation is huge early in this game.
Yeah, I wanted him to play a little bit more aggressive. It seemed like he was a little bit too passive against Chipola, and it's a lot easier when you're playing on your home court, Brett. It's just such a big difference. You have your confidence back, and you know we saw him on Twitter say, "I wish I could play a game today," which was yesterday. He wanted to get right back out and show him that he still got it out here. It was just a fluke of a game.
And that's really the thing. When you're coming off a bad game like that, it sucks to have to take a day off. And so now, early in this game, he's going to want to get those shots off as quickly as he can to find that confidence, find that rhythm, and get back to scoring ways.
Yeah, and as much as you expect your best player to have it day in and day out, sometimes you have an off night. And against Chipola, it was one of the rare off nights for Ellis. Rubio checking into the game, and that pass inside by Ware. Layup, doesn't go, and a rebound by Cam Jones. He lays it in. And a technical foul on Coach Settembre. He'll remove the jacket, but interesting, Coach Settembre was directing his attention at the referee all the way across, not the one at half court. We'll see, who is it? Thomas shooting free throws.
I think Coach Settembre really just kind of looking out for the safety of his players, thought there was a hard fall there going up for that rebound. There might have been a foul in there.
I think it was a little carryover on the pass by D'Angelo Ware, which was aggressive pass inside, but Sean Walker had position, and it looked like he was somewhat bear hugged from behind, and that's why Coach Settembre was not exactly in love with the foul call, or the non-foul call, I should say. But to be fair, he hasn't, Zach hasn't had a technical foul in a while. So, I feel like he's done really well this season coming towards that. There have been lots of times when I would have gotten teed up. Ellis between the legs to Hampton. Hampton over to Ware. Walker inside. Yes. Good job by Rubio.
Great composed finish from Rubio.
Ball inside and wide open off the double team is Bryson Waller. I will say this, Chris Hampton back in the game back on the floor for TCC. He didn't play very many minutes that we saw last time as Ware knocks down the three. Good hands there by Hampton. Inside to Waller. Waller goes up. Tough take and a rebound by Ware. Ware looking up the court. He has great vision, takes it up, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. But going back to Hampton, I believe it was against Gulf Coast State the last time we saw him in the Eagle Dome. He got a lower leg, it looked like a lower leg or thigh injury that kind of slowed his progress, and Coach Settembre said he didn't really want to push Hampton too much. So it's good to see him back out here and playing regular minutes.
Yeah, it sure is. You want to get everyone healthy as we inch closer to the end of the regular season. The games start meaning more and more. And that's honestly the biggest goal, obviously getting to the postseason and making sure everyone's healthy and ready to go when you get there.
Under 15, 14:59 left. And Ware will hit his second free throw. 3-point lead for the Eagles. Pass over to Jones. Jones pump fake, takes a step back two, comes off long, and Ware has really been pushing the pace here for the Eagles early on. Rubio.
Dangerous pass.
Wild one there. But it's almost like one of those, I know he's going to be there. Oh, deep. But it'll come off and a rebound by Northwest Florida State. A little heat check there by D'Angelo Ware. Good job of sidestepping that charge and finishing for Ethan Yancey. 1 point game here. Ellis looks for the screen. Now he's double teamed. Still looking for someone to throw to. Gets it over to Hampton. Now Collins, big hop step. Good ball movement here by the Eagles. Behind the back, one-legged shot. Oh!
I mean, when Coach Settembre goes to sleep at night, those are the type of possessions that he dreams of.
Look like L. Ellis moonlighting as Dirk Nowitzki. Great pass there by D'Angelo Ware. Blocked from behind is Rubio, and Eagles will take it out down low. You know, it used to be that Northwest Florida State dominated TCC over the years, especially when they were at home. Well, the Eagles have been dominating Northwest Florida State as of late with 7 straight wins over the Raiders.
Yeah, going for the sweep this season. Already secured the sweep against Gulf Coast State. It's really hard to do that against anybody in the Panhandle Conference. The Eagles have a chance to do it against the second team tonight.
I believe the first win of that series was the final game for Coach Settembre under the interim tag when he defeated Northwest Florida State. And that shot will go. It was a big win for Zaka up against a nationally ranked team and one of the top teams in the state at the time. And ultimately he says that sophomore night, when he actually did not start any sophomores, he put them all on the bench, and they came back and earned it. That was the one that put him over the top, he feels like, as a future head coach for the Eagles.
Yeah, staple win for Coach Settembre, and you see how much success he's had since then.
Look how far he's come.
Yeah.
You know, talk about the glow-up story for Coach Settembre. Started as an assistant, was promoted to the interim tag, and then finally, ultimately promoted to head coach of the Eagles. And he has, in his first season, taken them to the Panhandle won the Panhandle Conference Championship. And here in year 2, he has to win these next 2 games in order to go back-to-back, which is really, Brett, a tough accomplishment in any league.
Yeah, you look at who they're playing tonight, and this is a battle. They're only up 13 minutes to go, but this is a Northwest Florida State team that's dealt with a lot of turmoil this season. Their season hasn't quite gone to plan, and they're being led by another interim head coach themselves, but here they are, putting up a great battle against the Eagles. Ellis with the finish.
I feel like he was hanging forever there, Brett.
Yeah, the hang time on that one. We'll have to watch that one back. What a finish from Al Ellis. Again, a composed trip to the rim, and he'll head to the line for one more.
Not often do you see a guy take it baseline and put it off the backboard like that. Ellis really picking up. He's already got, more points than he did in the previous game? It looks like. This will be his 8th point. So 22-14, 12:55 left. Castone tosses it over to Calvin Payton. Payton with a tough pass to Jones. Jones had to go way back and get it. He spins in, loses his footing. And no travel called, but I don't know if that was a travel. It sure looked like one.
It was close.
But I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt with the slippery floor. 6-point game. Ellis at the top of the key. He takes another one straight away. He's hot to start off here. Ellis, the reigning Panhandle Conference Player of the Year. Trying to go back-to-back. Needs a strong performance here to add to his total as Castone drives in and splits the defense.
Yeah, I mean, we're going through these spurts where both of these teams are just trading buckets. The Eagles have pulled out to a little bit of a lead here, but they cannot stop scoring, especially with what this Raiders team will do on the other end.
Ellis over to Rubio. He's been confident from 3 as of late. That shot comes off, but he had 2 big threes against Chipola that got the Eagles back in it with about 7:30 to go as Gaffney hits the 3, but ultimately that was not enough. Chipola countered with 2 more threes in the game, and we'll see Northwest Florida State only down by 4 here, Brett. They've clawed their way back into it. It's been a little bit of punch for punch early on in this first half.
Yeah, threes are falling. They're getting penetration inside. Great performance thus far from both teams.
Well, we'll step aside. Eagles up 25-21. This is TCC Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. .20 left, 25-21. A timeout by Coach Settembre. And Ellis will now bring it across, the Louisville commit. One-on-one. Gives it to Golazada. He goes behind the back, tosses it over to Hampton. And back to Ellis. He'll reset with 12 on the clock. Ellis likes his matchup here. Lost his foot and gives it to Golazada.
Golazada been parked in that corner. He knows if he gets a shot, he'll take a chance, and he knocked that one down.
All over to Thomas, inside to Gaffney. Gaffney having himself quite a day so far. So we will get a media timeout. Gaffney with 8 points through the first 9 minutes of play. So we'll step aside. 10:43 left, 28-21. Eagles on top by 7. This is TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. I told. And we're back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. 10:43 left in the first half, 28-21. Your score. Eagles lead by 7. Ball inside, and look at this. We got Tap George in the game here, Brett. First time we've seen him. Oh, blocked out of bounds by Jeremiah Kendall. First time we've seen him since the beginning of the year after he went down with that left wrist injury.
Yeah, really good to see him back. We've seen him dressed out. We've seen him in warm-ups. Now to see him get some real game action, a really promising sign.
3 ball by, I believe that was Gaston. Or sorry, that is Gaffney. And a quick shot by Yancey will not go. Rebound by Jeremiah Kendall. Golazada, patented pump fake, loses it. Oh my gosh. What was that?
I mean, Amir Golazada is a guy who had played valuable minutes throughout the season, had done some really great stuff defensively. You were always just kind of waiting for it to click for him offensively. In these last few games, it really has. He's finding ways to contribute, a number of different ways to contribute. And a great, maybe a tad bit lucky bucket there.
That's some junkyard basketball if I've ever seen it. Just lost the handle, flies up, goes off the backboard and in. And he converts the three-point play. Hey, sometimes things are going your way. You just got to smile.
Love this matchup right here. Gaffney and Kendall.
Ooh, almost saved.
Kendall thought he won it. Both him and the official were looking right on top of it. But that's going to be a great matchup if we see Kendall one-on-one with Gaffney as the game goes on.
George averaged 5 points a game when he was playing for TCC. Only a couple of games this year. So really what he provides, Brett, is that length that we've been needing for most of the year down low.
Yeah, him and Josh Rubio, the tallest guys listed on the roster at 6'7". 3 falls there for Smith. And there it is. You know the scoring is going to continue throughout this game. Neither team can let their foot off the gas.
Absolutely not. No look pass. Kendall up and in. You know, he reminds me of Brandon Bass in that situation. He used to always do that, a former Orlando Magic player. And Kendall using the pump fake to his advantage. Poked away by George. Ends up in the hands of Golazada. He wisely slows it down. Now Ware penetrates. Kicks it back out, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Yancey. And great yeah. Go ahead, Brett.
Great minutes for Top George coming off. He's going to take a breather. Well-deserved. And it really just adds another look. You can rotate a few more guys, give a few more guys some rest. It's really going to help this team as Ware goes up and finishes a great layup.
Quickly up the court, Northwest will drive and might have been blocked by Jeremiah Kendall. Now Walker with it. He slows it down, double teamed. Timeout called by Coach Setembre. I heard it.
Yeah, we got our headsets on it. We can still hear natural sound, but we were able to hear it all the way across the gym.
I guess saves a timeout there as it was knocked out of bounds by Northwest Florida State. So Eagles with another chance to get a bucket here, up by 11. Ware, 3, air ball, rebound by Kendall, and knocked off of Northwest Florida State. And that's what we're talking about. D'Angelo sticking with it, comes and swipes down and provides another chance for the Eagles to get a bucket.
Oh, great inbound, great vision to find Ellis. That pass that Golzado was there waiting in the corner.
Yep.
A little too much on that one, airmails him a bit.
I'd say maybe a little bit of adrenaline coming off the bench there. Got a little bit too much on it. 3, Northwest does not go. Rebound by, or I should say, it looked like Sean Walker and Ware were going at it. Both teammates in Clyde, and it'll go out of bounds. That was Micah Thomas on the miss. You know, Brett, the last time that TCC played Northwest Florida State in the Eagle Dome, it was a blowout, 91-60, but it was a fight at the beginning in the first half before all of a sudden the Eagles just kept on hitting a barrage of threes as Ellis takes the charge, and you almost get that sense that TCC is just a moment away from opening this one up.
Yeah, they found little pockets of rhythm, but they haven't necessarily led to, those 6-0, those 8-0 runs that can really kind of widen the gap in a game like this.
We saw Northwest Florida State, though. They were down by 25 against Gulf Coast State in their last game, and were able to claw it back within 5 late. So just because the lead is double digits doesn't mean that Northwest will back down, as Walker's 3 doesn't go. Offensive rebound, smallest guy on the court in Ware. He's got to put it up. Oh, what a move.
Never ceases to amaze me.
I mean, that's really patience with the ball. Never giving up as Jordan Smith hits the running floater.
When Elle and D'Angelo are clicking like this offensively, it's really, it's hard enough to guard one of them. Now try 2. It's really difficult.
Bad pass there by Poindexter. Did not see Walker. And it'll be a steal by Northwest. Inside to Gaffney. Gaffney kicks it out to Thomas. Thomas, jab step. Passes to Gaffney. Gaffney spinning. Back out. Thomas's 3. No good. And, Poindexter goes down hard. Up to Rubio. Good pass there by Ware. Another assist for him.
Yeah, and another just great finish from Rubio. We've seen him, when he gets the ball like that in transition, get a little bit flustered. He stayed composed, back-to-back buckets there. And Ellis almost poked that one away. Would have had nothing but hardwood in front of him.
D'Angelo Ware with 11 points. Ellis with 11 as well. Eagles are shooting 60% from the field and 62% from 3, 5 of 8. Makes it a lot easier winning games when you're knocking down shots like that, Brett.
Yeah, sure does.
Smith drives, shuffles his feet, goes up, and able to use the glass to his favor. It'll be an 11-point game. some more extended pressure here as it gets out to Rubio in the corner. His three just a little bit short, but we've seen a lot of different defensive sets for Northwest in this game so far, as that's poked away. Ellis driving, pulls it back out, swings it. Poindexter just a little long, and a rebound by Rubio. He backs in, puts it up, and will go to the free throw line.
Josh Rubio really being aggressive down low today. It's really what we've been wanting to see from Rubio all season long. And again, we talked about it during the women's broadcast. Players still, this late in the season, finding more comfortability late in the year, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, he's been a role player for the Eagles. Started off slow, and then as the season progressed, really the last 5 games he has come on for TCC. 39-28, 5:43 left in the first half. We'll step aside. This is a broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
Welcome back to this broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. First Florida Credit Union invites you to become a member and open a checking or student checking account at the Appleyard branch, conveniently located for all TCC students, faculty, and staff. First Florida Credit Union, enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA. Rubio will have one more free throw, and he misses the second one. 40-28, Eagles on top by 12. Big trap here, and it'll force the turnover.
Love seeing that coming right out of the timeout. Try to, cause some chaos early on coming out of the break.
Yeah, and Brett, I think that it's not necessarily that they had to do it against Northwest Florida State. It's more of they have the confidence to do it in games where they're going to have to create pressure, especially when you fall behind. Just want to feel comfortable with it, as Rubio's deep three just a little bit off, and here comes Northwest. Thomas gives it to Yancey, swinging along the perimeter into Jacobs. Jacobs checking into the game for Northwest. Haven't seen him today. He throws the no-look pass, and it is stolen by Rubio. Here comes Ellis. Ellis, oh, what a pass! Oh, my gosh. Right between the legs of Gaffney. Oh, Brett.
that was amazing. I want to go back to the other end. You saw Yancey had completely gotten past L on that off-ball screen, but Josh Rubio stepping into the passing lane, breaking things up, and that's ultimately what led to that transition pass into the corner.
That's a shame that Walker wasn't able to lay it up and make Ellis look so good with that pass. Oh, he did it again. Ferocious passes here by L. Ellis.
There are definitely some sports where, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the concept of getting hot and when one thing's working, everything's working. But in the game of basketball, and there's evidence all over the floor tonight specifically, Ellis is hot tonight. And on all aspects of his game, everything is clicking on all cylinders.
We'll see 2 free throws for Jeremiah Kendall. He knocks down the first. He'll have another one coming. Kendall now with 4 points on the night. 5 points. 42-28. Gaffney poked from behind by Sean Walker. Ends up in the hands of Golazada. Pass by Ellis to Walker. Walker rises up. And he was looking for a goal attempt. Going the other way is Peyton. Waller drives, goes up, and it just falls off. Who's that on the floor? Hampton took the brunt of that block. Be 2 free throws for Bryson Waller. Waller, a redshirt freshman, shoots 54% from the free throw line, averaging 6.6 points per game. He knocks down that first free throw. Brett, this Northwest Florida State team a year ago did not win a single game in the Panhandle. Went 0 for 12. This year, a little bit different, 3-11. Would you say that's an improvement given where they were before? But you still got to be a little bit disappointed that you didn't see as much progress, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing. I think you want to be able to have a better bounce-back season than this, but we know as well as anybody there can be a lot of 3 in the corner. That one's no good. A lot of quick improvement in junior college basketball when next year they could be right around the cream of the crop in the Panhandle Conference. So I think it's important, whether it's Coach Lang, the interim head coach now, or someone else in that role, that you don't dwell on seasons like the last couple.
Northwest have been such a top dog in the conference. You don't really know what it feels like to lose, really. And right now, back-to-back losing seasons, it feels good when you're on TCC's side that you've gone from what was really middle of the pack in the Panhandle to the top dog and going from hunting to hunted.
Yeah, you just look at the banners up here at the Eagle Dome. Look at the gap between some of those years.
Great pass by Ellis. Golazada, another 3.
Ellis finding Amir any chance he can. Another great corner 3. But like I was saying, you look at the years on the banners, you hope to string together a few years, a little bit more consistency, and really build a strong program here in Tallahassee.
Thomas drives, block by Ware, up to Ellis. Ellis, he has a clear lane, and he is crushed as he went up. He'll lay it up, and that was a pretty hard foul by Alonzo Gaffney. He did not want Ellis to dunk that.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary when 2 guys are airborne like that. You can't really, a lot less control over your body, especially when you see Ellis fall hard there. He's all right, gets up fine. He's going to be shooting free throws, but a little scary.
Ellis knocks down the free throw. This year, he's shooting 75% from the line, averaging 17 points per game and 41% from beyond the arc. Picking up right where he left off last year. Second free throw good, 47-29. Eagles in control here in the late stages of this first half. 2:52 left. Ware, he's had himself a game on the offensive end, defensive side. Hands it to Golazada. Heat check, comes up just a little long, and a rebound. Watch out. It's Ware. Ware, too good of a pass, ends up in the hands of Baladroka. Droka skip pass over to Hampton. Hampton will finally take a shot and just comes up a little short. Coming across and jacking up a three is Peyton. Droka unable to come up with the rebound, and it will stay with Northwest. 2:16 left. Eagles sitting at 11-3 in the Panhandle Conference. They are technically a half a game behind Chipola. With the win tonight, they would pull into a tie with Chipola for the lead in the Panhandle. The Eagles, though, do have an edge, Brett, when it comes to wins. Or when it comes to losses, they only have 3, whereas Chipola has 4. Smith. Poked away by Ware, ends up in the hands of Cam Jones. Jones trying to find his way, and a long rebound ends up in the hands of Smith. Smith driving, a lot of physicality. I was waiting for him to call a foul there, Brett. I thought that earlier Jones had gotten hit.
Yeah.
They're letting him play a little bit.
They sure are, and I don't mind that. I think
Yeah.
as broadcasters, we've seen. Well, look at the last game we called here at the Eagle Dome. A lot of stop and start. This one has been much more free flowing, at least thus far. I'll knock on wood. We're still a minute and a half to go in the first.
Eagles with only 4 turnovers here in the first half. Northwest with 10. Ellis double teamed. He's going to have to figure out who to give it to. He gives it to Golazada. He drives and loses the handle, and now Northwest has numbers. Floater by Jones will fall, and just creeping back into this game is Northwest. It's a 14-point lead for TCC, and we'll see some more pressure. Pass over to Collins. Collins looking to get on the board, and he does. The Eagles are now 7 of 16 from 3. They hit 12 the last time Northwest Florida State came to Tallahassee. Golazada almost too open there, gives it off to Ellis. Ellis triple teamed over to Collins. Can he get 2 in a row? No, comes off long, and with the rebound is Ethan Yancey. Thomas finds a hole, gives it to Yancey, and Yancey puts it up and in quickly. Good look. An assist by Micah Thomas. Ellis shows for a screen, and now he's double teamed. Cross court. Golazada, his 3. Oh boy, that's 3 for Amir Golazada. He's got 12. Ellis looking to pick the pocket. Unable to, and up and in for Cam Jones. 3-point play opportunity.
You look at, as we're just a few seconds away from halftime here, the way that the Eagles have not stopped scoring on offense, but have actually started to play a lot better defense. It looked like early on, maybe the first 10 minutes of this first half, that these teams were going to trade buckets all night long. The Eagles have pulled up. They've got a 53-37 lead. Been some great play here the last few minutes.
4 seconds left. They'll hand it to Ware, and Ware is forced out of bounds. Just a bad play by Northwest there. Not very heads up, and TCC will shoot 2 free throws. They were in the bonus, now the double bonus. So they're stealing points back here, Brett. Got to feel a little bit better about that. Ware misses the first. He has a team high 13, shooting 50% from 3, hit 2 of 4, and 5 of 8 from the field. So Ware, a big pause with 1.8 seconds left. Misses the second one. A jump ball with 0.2 seconds? Or are they going to give a foul? You know, I spoke too soon, Brett, because I said that Ware was going to steal 2 points. Unfortunately, he misses 2, and then a little frustration from him fouls Smith, who will shoot a 1-and-1.
I mean, I know you got the big lead. This is not how you want to go in the halftime, no matter what the score is.
There's 2 seconds left. No reason. And Northwest hits the free throw.
And I think, unfortunately, for the players on the Eagles, it's going to change maybe the whole halftime talk they get from Coach Settembre going into the break.
Yeah, you went from having really it was what, as the clock will come out, I think before that 3-point play, it was an 18-point lead. So then Northwest makes the free throw, and then D'Angelo Ware gets fouled, shoots 2, misses them both, then another foul. So that's 5 points that come off the board, and instead of it being an 18-point lead, it's a 13-point lead, and Northwest is within striking distance, Brett.
Well, Luke, on a positive note, we've got a first-half double-double. D'Angelo Ware, 13 points, 10 rebounds, just an incredible first half from the 6-foot-tall point guard, D'Angelo Ware. We've seen the motor that he's got on both ends. He's got 13. Amirko Lozada with 12 points, 3 for 4 from 3. To see him reach double figures is a huge shine. That's not it. LL has 13 points. We know what he can do. He was 4 for 4 from the field, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. This is really a team effort. Josh Rubio with 5. Jeremiah Kendall with 5. Really moving the ball around nicely today. That's why they got 53 points here in the first half. On the other side, Jordan Smith with 10 for the Raiders. He's 4 for 7 from the field. Cam Jones with 9, also 4 for 7 from the field. He's got 3 rebounds to go with that. We knew it was going to be a high-scoring game, but still got to be a great sign to see the Eagles with 53 in the first.
Yeah, tough finish to that first half, but like you said, so many positives that you can take away. Eagles up by 13, 53-40. Stick with us. On the other side of the break, we'll play our pregame interview with Coach Settembre on what happened at Chipola and what he expects here at Northwest and the rest of the season. So we'll step aside. Eagles on top by 13. This is a broadcast of TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union.
With head coach Zach Settembre. It was a tough loss. How do you forget and have a short memory
resetting, knowing you have to win these next 2 games to clinch the Panhandle Conference?
Well, we're just in a one-game-at-a-time mode. Tuesday, of course, didn't go as we would have liked, but we played a good team on the road in their environment. Our goal is to beat Northwest Florida tonight. That's our focus. We can't look past that. If we do, we're going to have our hands full tonight, and we expect to have our hands full anyway. So we're excited to have the opportunity to play in the Panhandle Conference. It's such an incredible league, so many great players and great coaches, and we can't take that for granted. I mean, to play everybody 4 times is certainly a very peculiar situation. We are glad to be 11-3 and totally in control of our destiny as it relates to being conference champions back-to-back. So our focus right now is just beating Northwest Florida, and that's where we have to keep our mental state, because anything beyond that really is irrelevant. We just have to win tonight.
Northwest Florida has struggled this year, but they're a really talented team. We saw they came back in the other game. I think it was against Gulf Coast State, down by 20+. How do you guys not underestimate them looking at their record?
Well, yeah, they were down 30, I think 61-36. They were down 25 and cut it to 4 or 5 late in the game the other night at Gulf Coast. It's our job as a staff, and specifically me as the head coach, to make sure our guys are ready to play. Again, I think human nature is a tough combatant, because we've already played Gulf Coast 4 times, and you saw the 4th game against them was really a grind and a drag on Saturday. And we expect this to be the same way. Round 4, just like typical, and the last round is hard. Like round 3 was really just kind of a very difficult, grudgy type of a round last year, and we expect this to be the same. So we've got our guys in a state of mind where they understand what's at stake. We have to win this game, not really just for the Panhandle Conference, but we've got to win this game because of our at-large chances. We don't want to have to go to the state tournament having to win 3 games in 3 days to get to the national tournament. That was our mentality last year when we lost on a buzzer beater at Gulf Coast, the last game of the year. So we've got 2 really important games against 2 teams, one of which is on the road against a team that's already beaten us at our place. So we know it'll be challenging. They are very talented, like you said. They've got an interim coach doing a nice job. He's working hard. He's done a really nice job with this group. They've already doubled their win total in the last 2 years with him in charge. So, they're really a group that's dangerous if we're not going to come out and play with a certain kind of urgency and desperation and passion. So we've just got to be mentally aware of what we're up against and come ready to play from the tip.
In what ways can you be more aggressive tonight after only putting up a season low of 44 points?
Well, we didn't shoot the ball exceptionally well Tuesday, and of course we have to give our opponents credit for that. I think when you play, again, a team 4 times, you know what they're going to run. They know what you're going to run. There's only so many adjustments you can make. And, we just didn't get great performances from anybody, quite frankly, on Tuesday. It wasn't like it was 1 guy or 2 guys. We just top to bottom, starting with me, the head coach, weren't on our best and didn't do a great job. And that's one we just have to flush. We didn't watch a ton of it, to be honest with you. We watched the first half as a team, had some very real conversations, but it wasn't like it was a broken performance. We missed 2 front ends of a 1-and-1 in the first half. We missed 2 out of 3 on a 3-point foul. We had some really good looks that didn't go in. We were clawing our way back into the game late in the game, and they had a 48-foot shot that went in at the end of the shot clock. I mean, there were just some things that didn't go our way, and you feel like, maybe it's not our night when those kind of things happen. But and I don't think the final score was really indicative, because the first game over there, they beat us as well, and that never felt like a close game, yet the deficit was actually less the first time. So, we felt like we fought. I thought our energy was good. We just didn't execute. And when you don't put the ball in the basket, you can only guard a team so long. I thought our defense was really good. If you would have told me going into the game we're going to give up 68 points, I would have felt really good about our chances to win. It's the first time since I've been the head coach here at Tallahassee, I think 55 games or so, in which we've given up less than 70 points and lost a game. So that has never happened, and we feel like, again, give up 70 or less than 70. Our winning percentage now is whatever it is, 98%, and that's something we're going to focus on. So it's just 1 game. It's no time to panic. It's no time to make rash decisions or act irrationally. we just have to focus on beating Northwest Florida tonight and then turn our attention to Saturday on the road.
It's the last game in the Eagle Dome. Big picture, getting this season going, can you look back and think to yourself, when you started in January, how the season has gone, just to get everything going?
Yeah, Luke, it's been a long season because we really started in June. We got everybody on campus at the end of June and early July, and we've had a season of highs and lows. We've had some really good moments. Obviously, we've had a couple of tough losses, but this has just been a rewarding experience because, again, it's really given me even more conviction in who we are, how we do things, and it's strengthened my core beliefs in coaching and preaching toughness and discipline and grit and togetherness and unselfishness. All those things are not just words that we say. They really, truly are a creed that we live by. And this has been a great season, but we've got to finish strong. I love our team. I love our guys. There's not one guy on our team where I'm like, man, I really don't enjoy coaching him. And we got a great group of guys that I love. I try not to tell them that too often because we don't want them to, to get soft and there's always time for that at the end of the year. But we're really excited. We've got to win tonight. There's no way around it. We have to win tonight. We have to win Saturday. And if you would have told me before the season, Coach, you're going to be 19-3, undefeated with a tough non-conference schedule, and 13-3 and finish in first place in the Panhandle, I would have said, heck yes, sign us up. So we're in a great spot. We just got to go take care of business.
All right, thanks, Zach.
Thanks, Luke.
Oh, wait, you know what? I think it's called Steelers.
Back with this broadcast of TCC men's basketball live on TCCEagles.com. 53-40. We're just underway here in the second half.
The last half of our regular season, Luke. It's been a fun year.
Yeah, last home game of the year for the Eagles. We'll have one more game Saturday against Pensacola State, as that three doesn't fall for Ellis, and going the other way is Northwest. Ooh, stripped away by Jeremiah Kendall. He's looking to find a guard, and he gets it to the leading scorer, D'Angelo Ware. No look pass, blocked from behind, and Walker, who's had a frustrating day so far, will go to the free throw line.
Now, Luke, I mentioned D'Angelo Ware, first half double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. He's also sitting at 2 assists. Now, it would have to be a pretty concerted effort to get him 8 more assists, but
he was trying to get one right there.
I'm not going to rule anything out.
Ellis and Ware, both with the team lead, 13 points each. El with 2 rebounds as well and 5 assists. Eagles shot 17 of 34 for 50% from the field. Second free throw good for Walker, and 8 of 18 for 44% from beyond the arc. Can't forget about Amir Golazada with 12 points as well there, Brett. 3 threes and a 3-point play. Going around the baseline that was Thomas, and now driving in with Smith. Smith puts it off the side of the backboard, and a rebound by Kendall. Extra pass. Walker, yes! He's finally able to get a shot to go. And it'll be a 17-point lead for TCC.
The lesson of the day is if you give TCC an open 3 in the corner, they'll take it and they'll hit it.
They've been on fire from beyond the arc thus far today. Yancey, little jumper will come off long and up the court. Walker pump fakes, and no look pass will be stolen away. Here comes Castone driving and laying it in. Foul on Poindexter.
Wasn't really much Poindexter could do there. He went straight up. Tough position to be in.
TCC with only 5 turnovers there in the first half. Northwest with 10. And that's coming off of 20 turnovers in Marietta against Chipola. Better improvement, and as we said, Brett, sometimes you just have off games. The Eagles are not having an off game tonight, that's for sure. Up by 14. Ball inside to Kendall. He bullies his way in, and it's blocked from behind by Smith. Here comes Thomas. Thomas, his pass a little bit tipped by Ware. Over to Castone. Castone on the right wing. Now to Smith. Smith inside, and a good finish for Bryson Waller. Mismatch down low. Now a 12-point game. Ellis slowing it down. 2-3 defense for Northwest here. Extra pass, Ware swings it. Gonna have to penetrate. They do, and Ellis, his left foot definitely looked like it slid just a little extra. Couldn't hold the pivot. And Hampton will come in for Poindexter. It would be nice if you could open it up just a little bit more and maybe see if you can get some more minutes for Tap George. Try to get him more in game shape as he's coming off of his first game, off of injury, I should say, as Castone drives right by TCC and lays it in. Now a 10-point game, Brett. It's getting a little bit close here. Ellis trying to change that. Deep 3 comes just short. Rebound, Kendall. He gets stripped from behind, and going the other way is Thomas. Thomas, big hop step. His lay-in, and that was tipped in from Smith on the cylinder. It was going to go in, but that should have been offensive goaltending.
Yeah, I'm guessing the call was that there was no tipping, that ball fell in on its own accord. It's hard to see from our vantage point, but it was definitely close.
Yeah.
Almost close to a 10-second call there. But he
And
will
a
get
carry by D'Angelo Ware. Are we going to get a timeout? Much needed timeout for TCC, but I think that was actually touched by Smith as he was trying to go up there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is trying to get back into that offensive rhythm that you saw through large parts of the first half, because we know Northwest Florida State can score, and without TCC scoring on the other end, they're going to keep chipping away. We'll step aside for the timeout. This is TCC Basketball, live on TCCEagles.com.
.18 left in the second half. Northwest Florida State has gone on a run here. And we'll see this swarm defense by the Eagles as their lead has been whittled down to 8 and now 5. Full court pressure for Northwest. Ware dribbling down the clock. It's at 15. Ellis probes, gives it out to Ware. No one wanting to shoot. Walker will. Comes off on the left side of the rim. And Northwest with a chance here with a bucket to cut it to a one-possession game. Castone, quick three, no good, and a rebound by Walker. Eagles trying to move in transition here. Over to Ellis. Ellis finds his way, quadruple teamed, swinging over to Walker from Kendall. Walker to Hampton. Hampton, cross court. Ware, fadeaway, short, but a rebound by Walker, his second bucket of the second half. He has 5 in this half.
Walker's had a hard time kind of getting into this game, so to see him get that offensive rebound really on the air ball from D'Angelo Ware and finish, really good sign.
Actually, I think Walker hit a couple of free throws in this half, so he's got a little bit higher of a total. That one was almost jammed home. And driving in is Smith, a foul, and he'll shoot 2, which will work out better for the Eagles as the putback dunk went, but will not count. Walker was 6 points in the game. First free throw, no good. (59-52). Eton Collins coming in for Walker. Rubio in. Second free throw is good, 1 of 2. Full court pressure again. Ellis up to Hampton. Hampton with the ball fake. Now Ware will bring it across. Eagles with 18 on the shot clock here as they get set. Ellis on the right wing. Getting hounded, trying to come around. He has Rubio open. And Collins did walk. Just a little bit of a funk. Looks like a little bit of a funk that TCC is in right now, and I like this move of bringing in Golazada. He's improved on the defensive end, but really he has blossomed a lot offensively as the season has gone.
Yeah, I think you still, if you're Coach Atembre, want to make use of your rotation even into the second half, not even just to rest some of your starters, but to get guys like Amir Golazada more looks. He was such a big part of the offense in the first half.
Castone drives, reverse layup, does not go, and the Eagles are going to have numbers. 5-on-4 here. Ellis swings it out. Hampton drives, dishes it, and is it going to be Rubio shooting two? It looks like. Yes, Rubio will shoot two here as he hit the deck. Might have bumped his head a little bit on the hardwood. Rubio on the year, struggling from the free throw line, shooting 43%, averaging 3.9 points per game. First free throw is good by Rubio. He has 6 points on the day. 7-point lead. And he hit them both. 7 points for Josh Rubio. Eagles lead by 8. Handling the ball is Peyton over to Jacobs. Now Smith. Smith, nowhere to go. Great defense by Collins. Now Yancey going up against Ellis. And a pretty finish there by Yancey. That doesn't go very often. I say pretty as in it seemed like a desperation shot that just happened to go in.
When you say pretty, you mean pretty lucky.
Yes. Ellis hits the deck. Was looking for a foul. And, got to watch out there. That ball narrowly missing some of our older fans in attendance here. Limited attendance for the Eagles this year, but you can see over in what I would say is our student athlete section, softball team and women's basketball team supporting over on this left corner.
Yeah, I just got to say, I'm really happy that fans, even late into the season, were allowed back into the arena. This is a really talented team, and people deserve a chance to see them play.
Ellis with the floater.
And as much as I'm sure everyone loved listening to our dulcet tones all season, it's so much more fun being here in person and watching the Eagles go to work.
You know, Brett, it's a lot easier stealing, calls from Coach Atembre in person, right? Sometimes they don't get to hear his voice over the broadcast as much as he wants it heard. It's always good to see what it's like to attend in person here in the Eagle Dome. Great atmosphere as another pretty lucky move there by Smith that goes in.
Just to get to the rim there, though, was incredible.
Under 12, 63-57. Golazada, try another one, why don't you? Comes up short but follows his shot. Ellis. Just a little late on that pass to L. I think that he wanted to shoot it just a little bit too.
As this game gets closer, I want to see L a lot more aggressive on offense.
Yep. They're doubling. I think that the problem is they're doubling him a lot to start this second half, and he has been beaten and bruised throughout the game, and he's not exactly excited about this. And
he'll get teed up there.
Yeah, and I think that that's frustration being carried over from being hit down so many times.
And in a game that's this close, we understand the frustration, right? But you can't have that in this moment like this. It's such a big game.
To be fair, Brad, this referee has not reffed a game in Tallahassee, so he's given off 2 technicals, one to Ellis and one to Coach Atembre in the the technical that Coach Atembre got, he was directing his anger at a different referee across the way trying to talk to him and got teed up. So I think that he feels like he's trying to control the game. But Ellis, if you're looking at him, he's just frustrated. And I understand he took it to the hole a couple of minutes ago and felt like he deserved a foul call. Got hit the deck there. And sometimes you get frustrated in that, especially here in the second half where everything was going well for him in the first. And in the second, they've really started to pick on him and bully him on the defensive side.
Yeah, you just don't want to see that frustration build and turn into points and see Northwest Florida State cut into this deficit even further. And you see something simple like that where all you have to do is hand the ball back to the official. It's frustrating, I think, for TCC fans. It's got to be frustrating for the coaching staff, and I'm sure Al is probably frustrated with himself a little bit.
.37 left, 63-59, 4-point game. Collins gonna have to get it in, and just a late pass right as the clock is whittling down on him. Could have been 5 seconds, and Cole Lozada, I think he was so focused on the defender coming to try to trap him, just didn't see the ball.
And Luke, this is what I'm talking about. You can feel the energy just drain from this Eagle team.
Just don't want to compound mistakes, and I think that sometimes that happens, and right now, it's not, I don't think that you should worry too much, but what it comes down to is you got to be locked in 24/7 all 40 minutes of the game, and that's what Coach Atembre has preached throughout the season, and this is one of those moments.
Definitely, and now, they're going to take another timeout. We've got less than 12 minutes to go in this one. It's a game. We have got a game. It's a 4-point lead for the Eagles. They can take this momentum back right away coming out of the timeout if they want to. It's going to be a test, though.
Media timeout, 63-59, 4-point game. This is TCC Basketball live on TCCEagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
(63-59), 4-point game. Northwest Florida State trying to cut it to single digits again. 11:36 here. Back-to-back games that we've seen Northwest Florida State battle down from big deficits. Eagles led by as many as 18. And a kick ball by Poindexter. It's one of those games, Brett, where Northwest has nothing to lose. They'll put it out here. If they win this game, it doesn't really matter other than pride. I'm sure that the interim head coach for Northwest, Nate Lang, is wanting to win this game, but they're just playing on house money here. 3-ball, no good, but an offensive board by Yancey. He gets crushed in a foul on Poindexter, so it can get closer here.
No matter what happens after these free throws, this is going to be a huge possession upcoming for the Eagles.
First free throw, no good for Yancey. 63-59. Now make it 63-60. Northwest Florida State finally pulling in to one possession. We'll see what we got in store for the final 11 minutes. Ware over to Poindexter. He gives it to Rubio, out to Ware. Here we go, corner threat. Rims in and out by Tyler Poindexter. A rare miss from the corner, and Northwest with a chance to tie it, but a little bit of happy feet coming from Jordan Smith. In comes Caston. 63-60. What do we need here, Brett? It feels like just a bucket.
Just one. I really think that's all it takes. You've seen what TCC can do once they get back into that rhythm. It's just been, and it goes back to the end of that first half.
Rubio not on the same page.
I like the idea there from Rubio.
Poindexter did have good position, but it just seemed like they locked eyes just a second or a quarter second too late. And a turnover there by Rubio. 10-15 left. Marseille Caston pulls it back, then drives in. Drops it to Yancey. Yancey, stutter step, throws it inside. Smith blocked from behind by Ellis. Out of bounds, and it's off the fingertips of Ellis.
I think Coach Atumre's got a point there, unless the shot clock was only at 20.
I think that I think it hit the rim. I'm not exactly sure when it was blocked, but Yancey tries a quick three. Doesn't matter. 63-60. Ware driving, going up, avoids the charge and lays it up and in. There we go. 65-60. 9:45 left. Thomas into Smith, and you can hear the Eagle faithful chanting defense. They're going to need it here. Driving in, and a foul will be drawn. Is that on Poindexter again? So that will be Poindexter. How many has he got?
Third on the evening. No one headed to the scorer's table yet. So Coach Tembre might just let him ride this one out, at least for a little bit longer.
Just got to find something here, Brett. I think that's what it comes down to. Just lost a little bit of energy in the building. It feels like you're just 1-3 away from really trying to break this game back open.
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if you need a three. You get some good ball movement, an easy finish out the rim. You start to feel comfortable. They looked comfortable for most of the first half. Then you go into those last 30 seconds or so, and I'm not going to say the rails, the train came off the tracks, but it's looked a little bit rough since then.
Rubio able to save it. What a play there. Ellis gets it up, and they're going to call a foul. I think that's the right call. It could have been a travel as well, but they call a foul on the floor prior to the shot.
You look at a play like that, and it hasn't resulted in points yet, but Josh Rubio making that save, keeping that possession alive, putting your body on the line for a play like that. That's the type of thing that a team can rally around.
Those are winning plays, as
Definitely.
a coach would say.
Definitely.
Ellis, one-on-one, likes this matchup, takes it. Oh, yeah! 3 for Ellis. That's what we need there. 6-point game.
There it is. We said that L needed to be more aggressive. A huge shot to go down there.
Caston tries a three of his own. Seemed like a wasteful attempt there for Caston, and Eagles go the other way. Ware drives, goes up. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! How do you do that?
D'Angelo Ware. I mean, his toe might have been less than 6 inches off the ground. He was coming back down there on the up and under.
There was no reason to do that.
And
He could have gone up with the left hand, but no. Oh, my God.
saves it for the very last split second. And maybe a little bit of a friendly roll, but what a finish from D'Angelo Ware.
It almost felt like the Michael Jordan going up there for a dunk and deciding to do the layup. Really, right there, he had the left-handed layup and decided to go underneath. What a reverse lay-in for D'Angelo Ware. We'll step aside 70-62. This is TCC Men's Basketball, presented by First Florida Credit Union. (70-62), 8:38. D'Angelo Ware with a reverse layup that took our breath away there, Brett. 8:35 to go. Second half action. Gaffney, who's been quiet here in the second half, drives in. Tough take, but a rebound by who else today? D'Angelo Ware, he dribbles it behind the back of Caston. No look pass. Ellis in the corner. Oh, yes! Book it. Another three for L. Ellis. And that is an 8-0 run.
Just like that, the Ellis three. The D'Angelo up and under. Another L. Ellis three. And just like that, the Eagles are back out to a double-digit lead. And some more, maybe some extracurriculars coming from the Eagle bench.
It's windy in here, Brett. That's what I would say. A little wind blew that one to not touch anything. And the pass up to Walker. Let's try another three. That'll be a travel, I guess. Is that a travel or a double dribble? I don't know what
I honestly don't know.
It feels like it was the right call.
Yeah. It felt not legal.
Ooh.
But the charge right back.
Everything's been stolen in this last minute here, Brett. An 8-0 run for TCC. And a charge drawn by Rubio. We'll get an injury timeout. Eagles on top 73-62. We'll step aside. This is TCC Men's Basketball live on TCCEagles.com. 73 to 62, 7:41 left. It was Josh Rubio who drew the charge, and taking one on the chin literally is Jordan Smith, who gushed a little bit of blood, and right now we'll see our athletic trainer Zach spritz some disinfectant on the court, wipe it up, and we should be getting underway here soon. But Brett, let's look at what happened in the last minute and a half, because we said it felt like TCC wasn't playing bad. It just, Northwest Florida State took the momentum, and it was a matter of time that the Eagles would get back on the right track. Needed a three. Well, they got one, two, in fact, and then a big momentum swing with the D'Angelo Ware reverse.
Yeah, that was huge. And you see Ellis knock down both of those threes. But that's what I'm talking about. TCC gets into these offensive spurts, and they kind of went through on the entire first half. They were scoring nonstop, 53 points in that first half. Then the scoring kind of came to a halt in the second half. They were stuck at 63 for the longest. They've added 10 since then in what's been a great few minutes.
Ellis double teamed here on the full court pressure. Bad pass is tipped away, and a quick jumper won't go. Rebounds. I don't know who comes up with it. Oh, that'll be D'Angelo Ware. Add another one to his total. Ellis, same spot, same result. Oh, he gets crushed. Oh, my. That could have been a 4-point play. Falls into the bench, or I should say the bleachers there. Quick jumper doesn't go.
And another rebound for D'Angelo Ware.
Yeah, Ellis had to be helped up by the women's basketball team, and Eagles are starting to put it to him.
He's got 5 threes.
How many rebounds is that for Ware? He's got to get up to 15.
13.
It is a career high. We know that for a fact for D'Angelo Ware.
Ellis now with 24. 5 for 7 from 3. 8 for 11 from the field.
That's one of those where you're just feeling it. You let it fly. And that's what makes elite players, Brett, is knocking down the shots that matter when you're in rhythm, when you need it. And the Eagles really needed the barrage of threes that L has provided. D'Angelo Ware with 14 rebounds.
And 5 assists now. Only less than 7 minutes to go.
I think at this point it would be more impressive for him to get 20 rebounds.
A 20
and more
game.
attainable, to be fair.
A 20-20 game would be great. He's at 19, 14 boards from a 6-foot point guard.
Castone. Passing it off to Cam Jones. Jones goes up against, and they're going to call a block on Rubio. He wanted another charge. You know, it's funny looking at, you could go and put a lineup of basketball players, and I tell you, who's going to have the most rebounds tonight? And we've got D'Angelo Ware standing right next to Alonzo Gaffney, and Ware comes up to Gaffney's shoulder. And right now, I mean, I don't want to look at Gaffney's stat line. I know it doesn't help that he has 0 rebounds. He's, 6'10", 6'11", 0 rebounds. And D'Angelo Ware with 15. Ooh, what a crossover there by Ware. No look pass into Rubio. Another assist. That's 6. Triple-double watch here in the Eagle Dome. Castone passing it to Jacobs. Jacobs with a finish. Ware up to Poindexter. Pass to Rubio. Back out to Ellis. Ellis. Will he take another one? Yes, he will. Left wing. Doesn't go. Rebound by Poindexter. He hauls it in. with one hand. The timeout by Northwest, and the Eagles are putting it to them, 80-67.
Yeah, great effort there from Tyler Poindexter. The one-handed rebound, kept it, stayed composed, finished the shot, and here's what I'm talking about. Everything's clicking again for the Eagles. This is TCC Basketball. We'll step aside. You're watching live on TCCEagles.com.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges, eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
And we're back. TCC leading Northwest Florida State 82-65 with just under 6 minutes to go. D'Angelo Ware with the steal in transition. He's having one of his best games in an Eagles uniform. Al Ellis went up and tried to get one through his legs, but now it'll go the other way. And Gaffney tries to finish, and he can't. And we'll go back down the other end of the floor. Here comes Al Ellis again.
Junkyard basketball here.
Easy back and forth basketball, Luke.
To be fair, that the between the legs pass was all that L could do in that situation.
Luke, I'll let you hop back on the car. I need a breath after that start.
It just was goofy looking. It really was goofy looking. 14-point game. Ware looking for the screen. He'll take the three. Comes up short, and 3-on-1. Castone drops it off to Yancey. Yancey's finish goes, and it's a 12-point game. Coach Timber calling a timeout. And Coach Timber's telling L to bring it up so he can call one. Now he's decided against it. Double team. And we'll get one now. 4:37 left, 82-70, and just when you think Northwest will go away, they come back right at you. So we'll step aside. 12-point game. This is TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. .433 left, 82-70. Ellis straight on three. And a rebound by Northwest Florida State. Going the other way is Thomas. Thomas Gets it poked away by Ellis. It'll be on the ground. And D'Angelo Ware piling on top of him. It'll be a jump ball. Media timeout. And the ball will stay with Northwest Florida State. So we'll step aside. Once again, Eagles on top by 12, 4:18.
Tallahassee Community College has been named as one of the top 10 community colleges in the nation. The Aspen Institute recognizes institutions from across the country that have exceptional achievements and a total commitment to improving student outcomes. The college was recognized as one of the nation's premier community colleges eligible to compete for the prestigious $1 million Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence because of its focus on student access and success, its workforce training initiatives, a seamless and high transfer rate to four-year colleges and universities, and its many varied and productive community partnerships. This recognition from the Aspen Institute is a testament to the wonderful work of the faculty, staff, and leadership at Tallahassee Community College.
.418 left here in the second half, 82-70. Northwest Florida State trying to mount a comeback, but the Eagles have bounced back after it was a one-possession game. They've opened it up, and now it's double digits. Pass inside, block from behind, and into the hands of Yancey. 8 on the clock, 3. 9-point game after Peyton knocks it down. Getting a little tight here, Brett.
Well, we knew that.
Looked like Eagles had opened it back up.
We knew the scoring wasn't going to stop. Doesn't look like 82 is going to be enough to win this game. There's less than 4 minutes left, so the Eagles have plenty of time to add to that total. But, I mean, this Northwest Florida State team, even with everything they've gone through this year, the last time these two teams played, it was 92-82. And Northwest Florida State knew they could keep up with TCC to an extent. And going into this game, there's no reason why they couldn't put up a similar fight.
Pass inside to Poindexter, and he will go to the line shooting 2. Good backdoor cut by him, and the feed by who else?
Yeah,
D'Angelo Ware.
Would have been 7 if the shot had fallen, obviously.
I think we're going to run out of time here, Brad.
Yeah, I know.
As much as you want it.
It's our last game of the season. We want to have fun. Last regular season game. So
free throw is good. Poindexter with 3. Second free throw good, 4-point game. 4 points for Poindexter on the game, 84-73. Another 3 goes over the top of the backboard. That was Calvin Payton trying to get back to back.
Yeah, D'Angelo still out there. He's got 19 points, 15 rebounds. Sean Walker also on the floor. He's got 6 and 6.
Ware pulls it back out. Driving. Gives it to Hampton. Dribble handoff and a travel by Poindexter. Just got the ball caught up on his shoulder there.
Yeah, Jeremiah Kendall back into this game. He was stuck on 4 fouls for a while now with just about 3 minutes to go. He'll probably play this out unless he does pick up that 5th. And you see D'Angelo Ware headed to the bench, 3 minutes left. What a performance. He's not even the leading scorer. Al Ellis checks back in for him. He's got 24.
Kendall with 5. A little quiet on the offensive side, but we haven't needed them today. 3, Peyton, no good. Rebound, Kendall.
Kendall's 7th rebound. He's been huge.
Ellis making it up after his 7-point performance. Comes out today and has been strong on the offensive side. He gets double teamed over to Hampton. And back to El. They'll clear out one-on-one. 10 seconds on the clock. Now we'll get a screen. El's going to have to put it up. No, he gives it to Hampton. Hampton rises, fires, and hits. That feels like it could be the dagger. 14-point lead for the Eagles. Quick 3 falls off, but no one blocking out. There was 3 Eagles around there, and an offensive board by Ethan Yancey. He finishes. 12-point game.
Yeah, I mean, still 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes to go. Not going to say this is over yet. I mean, we've seen at the rate that the Raiders can score at, the Eagles probably going to need at least a few more points to finish this one out. We'll head to break. This is TCC Basketball live on tcceagles.com.
(87-75), 2:10 left. Kendall up to Walker. Walker swings it to Poindexter. He puts it up. Offensive board by Hampton and back out to Ellis. Coach Timber says, pull it back out a little bit. Try to waste some clock. Double team here on Ellis. He drives in, kicks it over to Walker. He'll try a 3. Book it! Deep pass, and it is poked away by Walker. What a steal there. Ellis and Gaffney collide, and Hampton will bring it across. Reach in foul, and we'll get a 1-and-1 coming up.
Not often
Eagles
you
in the
see
bonus.
an opposing player help out someone from the other one. The play is still alive, but Ellis, obviously Gaffney, they both went down, and Gaffney went down, probably got the worst end of that collision.
I would say to be fair, Gaffney was kind of like the pillow.
Yeah.
When you jump on top of it. Ellis landed right on him.
Sean Walker, when he has a chance to get set and get that signature jumper off from any part of the floor, he's just absolutely lethal. And then he runs down and saves it. It not only, breaks up the pass, then it saves it. It was almost going out in the corner. Got the Eagles started going towards the other end. Just a great hustle play from Sean Walker. And I'll be honest, it wasn't his best first half. But in the second half, he's found different ways to contribute. You could even hear Coach Atembre yell, wake up, Walker, wake up, early on in that first half. And he's found his footing in this contest.
Brett, one of the fun things that we've seen in this second half is really the defense that has stepped up. It's a high-scoring affair here in the second half. I mean, at the beginning, Northwest felt like they were clawing their way back, even towards the latter parts of the evening here, but Gaffney, he had those 8 quick points, has been held scoreless the rest of the game since the first half. That heave from about 28 feet falls, and it's 92-78.
Yancey with 12 points. The Raiders have 3 guys in double figures.
Eagles scored 91 points against Northwest in a 91-60 win here in the Eagle Dome in February. Good extra passes here. They have 92 right now. Driving in and a great finish by D'Angelo Ware.
Couldn't help himself there.
No, he could not. What a performance by him. Another 3 by Yancey. This one, don't. What is Hampton doing there? He's got to know that he's got Russell Westbrook there trying to steal another rebound. He wanted that one, didn't he?
Barring another addition to his score sheet, D'Angelo Ware is going to finish this one with 21, 15, and 6. That's an NBA line. in this game. I mean,
I think that he
incredible.
came into this game with a mentality. He had, I believe, 4 or 5 turnovers against Chipola and came in with the mentality of, hey, I need to do something big today, whether it be on the offensive side or on the defensive side. And really it started with those rebounds, going after everything today. And then the assists came, the shots were falling early on. Just an all-around great performance.
That's a Nikola Vucevic line if I've ever seen one. 21, 15, and 6.
So the final score will be 94-78. What a performance by TCC. You got to love, at the end of the day, that they were able to get the win in a must-win situation.
Yeah, early on, these teams are trading buckets. It was a very back-and-forth game. I thought the game might be close all the way through the second half. The Eagles, though, found a way to get solidity on defense and turn that into points on the other end, end up pulling away at the end. And even off the back of a couple of great performances from guys like Ellis and D'Angelo Ware, you saw Amir Golozada, Sean Walker, Josh Rubio all find ways to contribute throughout this game.
Yeah, you mentioned Amir Golozada with 12 points in that first half. That really carried the Eagles. Walker was quiet in the first half. Well, the script flipped a bit as Amir Golozada was quiet in the second half and Walker stepped up in his absence. If you're looking at the game overall, TCC got the win. We mentioned it before, but this game was a lot closer than what the score suspects. I mean, 5 minutes to go, you're going, it's gonna be close throughout, but able to pull it off. I know that not all the people watch the games. They'll probably think that this was a dominating performance, but they really had to battle throughout the game to hold the Northwest Florida State team back from trying to get a steal. And the Eagles sweep, Brett, 4-0 in this year that has been so wild in the Panhandle Conference.
It's like I said earlier, it's really hard to sweep anybody in this league. Tallahassee's now done it to both Gulf Coast State and now Northwest Florida State. It's been a great regular season. They've still got one more to finish it off. It's going to be a big game on Saturday.
So with the win, the Eagles will pull to 18-3 on the year. They're in a tie now with Chipola at 12-3 in conference. Chipola split with TCC, 2 at home. The Eagles won, 2 at home. Chipola won. And so now it's going to go into the final night, Brett. If Chipola loses and TCC wins, the Eagles will win it outright. If the Eagles lose against Pensacola State and Chipola wins against Northwest Florida State, then Chipola wins it outright. And if both teams win, then it's a share.
And we'll take that. It's a competitive league, and I think both of those teams are kind of looking forward to potentially seeing each other again in Niceville.
Yeah, well, that's all we got here for Brett Rutherford. I'm Luke Fay. 94-78. Eagles with the win over the Northwest Florida State Raiders. That's 8 in a row against the rival in Niceville. We'll step aside. That's all we got tonight. This was TCC men's basketball presented by First Florida Credit Union. Good night.